You're listening to the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast, episode 20.
Want to work less and sell more? Welcome to the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast, the podcast to help you scale up and take your business to the next level with webinars that sell for you. Each episode focuses on the money mindset, online marketing, and sales strategies to get you more leads and convert leads to sales, all with webinars. And now your host, business and webinar strategist, April Reed.
Hello, and welcome back to the show. In this episode, I'm going to address two common webinar questions that I've received recently, and I thought it would be a great idea to answer them on the show. Okay, so the first question is, what do I say to people who fear about giving their content away for free on a webinar? And you know what? Not even on a webinar, but maybe a Facebook Live or a blog post or anything. These people are afraid that if they give their content away for free, that nobody will buy their program or their course. Well, here's what I want to say to that. Now, obviously, there's a strategy in how you share your content, but short answer is don't be afraid to give away free content. Because check this out, and I'm going to use health coaching as an example. I use health coaching as an example a lot, but I just find like it's easier to use as an example. So let's say somebody wants to lose 40 pounds in, 6 months or something. I don't know. They want to lose 40 pounds in 6 months. Okay? Trust me. We are living in a day and age where everybody knows about Google search. Everybody knows about YouTube videos. Everybody knows about Pinterest or whatever. Now, 20 years ago, internet was fairly new. It was scary. Nobody wanted to touch it. Not everyone had a computer. And it was just this horrible thing where only sex predators and people who are going to steal your money were on. And it was just scary and boo-boo. But nowadays, everybody is on the internet. And so how to lose 40 pounds in 40 weeks or 6 months, it's already on the internet. Like I can go to Google right now and I can type in how to lose 40 pounds in 6 months and bam, I'm going to have 1 million hits. It's already out there. It's already available. There's already blog posts on it. There's already podcast episodes on it. Somebody out there is probably already doing a webinar or some kind of presentation on it. I can go to Pinterest. I bet I can find information on how to lose 40 pounds in 6 months or whatever. So it's already out there. So you don't need to be worried or afraid of sharing your content because your content is already shared. And this is in my expertise, health coaching, but how many ways is there to lose 40 pounds in 6 months? So whatever steps you're going to teach is probably already being taught on something. So for instance, let's say that your 5 steps to losing 40 pounds in 4 to 6 months is step 1. You have to clean out all the junk food in your kitchen. Step 2, you have to drink a considerable amount of water, which would be 64 ounces. So 8 glasses of water a day. Step 3 could be you have to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. You have to go to bed at a decent hour. Step 4 could be that you move it, you exercise. And then step 5 could be, I'm not going to say dieting because people don't like dieting, but we'll say meal prep, meal planning. So the types of foods you can eat that's going to help you lose weight. Okay. Trust me, those 5 steps, I'm not even a health coach, and I came up with those steps all on my own. And I'm not even trying to lose weight. I'm trying to gain weight. Okay. Side note here. Yes, I've been trying to gain weight for years. And there are other women out there that are trying to gain weight as well. But you can barely find any information on the internet that would help you gain a certain amount of weight, because we are underserved niche. It's an underserved target market. It's an underserved niche. So, health coaches out there, if you know how to gain 10 or 20 pounds, it is an underserved community and you will make a ton of money. Yes, it's niche. Everybody's trying to lose weight. But I'm telling you, it is an underserved community. I haven't seen a course. If there was a course out there, I would buy it, because I have been trying to do this on my own and I can't. So I'm telling you, we are an underserved community. There are women out there that want to gain weight so they can be bootylicious, bodacious, and busted out and just bam, bam, and curves all in the right places. And we want to do it healthy. We want to do it where it's safe. We just don't want to chug down on junk food to where it's like, okay, well, we got the body, but now we got diabetes too. No, we don't want that. We want a healthy way to gain weight. And I'm telling you, it's an underserved communities. And I haven't seen a webinar or a course or anything like that. There's things out there if men want to bulk up for muscles and stuff, what protein shakes they can drink and exercises they can do. But I haven't seen it for women that just want to be a little more curvier in certain places. So yes, so there you go. Underserved community, you're going to make a lot of money because yes, it's not a huge market, because most people want to lose weight, but you would have us. Okay, so back on track. So you have 5 steps, and these five steps, I guarantee you they are on the internet for free. Okay, so why is it that people are still 40 pounds overweight and they can't lose the weight? Because they don't have you. They don't have your special strategies. They don't have your special skills. They don't have, and they don't know how to do it. So they might Google search and find a blog post that goes through those exact same 5 steps, but they can't do it on their own. They don't know. Maybe, okay, step 1, what did I say? I say, clean out your cupboards, clean out your kitchen with the junk food, clean out your refrigerator. They may not know how to do that. They may not know what constitutes a junk food. They might think it's just potato chips and chocolate, but then they leave all the other junk food in there. They don't know that. And maybe it takes them researching for 3 or 4 or 5 days to find the blog post that actually explains it a little better. What else? They may not have the strength because they're doing it on their own. They're trying to lose this weight on their own. So nobody's there to really hold them accountable to make sure they actually empty their cupboards with the junk food. So then there's that accountability piece of it. That accountability and that support. They may not have the support, so they can clean it all out. But then if something happens, they're going to bring it right back in. But for whatever reason, there's some reason. Now, some people, they could take that blog post, they could take that webinar, they could take whatever that podcast episode, and they can say, oh, okay, got it. Empty the cupboards and the kitchen out of junk food. Step 2, drink more water. Got it. Step 3, what did I say was step 3 for? Whatever. Make sure I go to bed at a decent hour and get my 8 hours of sleep. Okay, got it. Step 4, I need to exercise. And then step 5, I need to have better meals. Got it. Check. I did everything. Bam. I lost the weight. Yeah, there are some people that they just need the steps and they can do every one. They're DIYers and they can research everything they need to research just to do it on their own. They just needed to know what to research in the first place. Okay. So there are some people that are going to be able to take your information and go out there and figure it out for themselves. But for the most part, if it was that easy, obesity wouldn't be rising in the United States, especially among children. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay? So you have this program, you have your coaching where you can really, really help someone. All right? So they need you. Do not be afraid to share this information because it's already shared. And you're going to show them, well, this is how you do it. You're going to tell them on your webinar, this is one way, that if you want to lose 40 pounds in 6 months, this is how you do it. Step 1 through 5. Step 1, you're going to empty out your kitchen. Step 2, you need to drink 8 ounces of water every day. Now, some of you who don't like water or aren't used to or comfortable drinking that much water, in my course, in my program, I show you how. I show you how to get your body to love water. I show in my course how to get your body to be comfortable with the intake. I show you how to create a routine so you don't even notice that you're drinking that much water. And also in my program, I show you the steps to fall in love with water so that you can win with this step. So you're telling them what they need to do. You're telling them, okay, what you need to do is you need to drink 64 ounces of water. But your course is going to show them the how to do it. Because trust me, there's going to be some people that be like, well, yeah, I know that already, but it's hard for me to do. I don't know how to increase my water intake. I try, but I just don't like the taste of water. So I might drink half that, or one day I might drink the recommended amount, but then day 2 and so on, I don't, because it's just a habit I'm not used to. And that's how you explain, yeah, I get that, which is why I created this course to help those who don't know how to do it or struggle with this step. Then step 3 is how to go to bed at a decent hour. Okay, there are people that may struggle with going to bed at a decent hour because they have young kids. They have a busy life, and staying up past their children's bedtime is the only time they have to themselves. So they stay up. And maybe your course teaches how to get around that. Your course has examples and strategies that, okay, if you deal with a job that swings, this is what you can do to get the recommended amount of sleep. If you have kids that go to bed at this type of hour and that's the only time you feel like you have any chance to yourself, this course is going to help you identify where you can find time to yourself throughout the day so that you can still go to bed at a decent hour. And maybe you wake up an hour before. My course shows you how. So don't be afraid to give all away your content. Don't give away the how. I mean, yes, that is for your course or your program. Like I said, you got to be strategic about it. But there's nothing wrong with giving them the what. Because trust me, in a 45-minute or an hour webinar, and you're telling them you do this, 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 they're not going to be able to take that up. Some people, like I said, these overachievers, yes, they could probably do that. But for the most part, these people aren't going to be able to take the information that you gave them and go out there on their own. They'll have the steps, and they can do it on their own. But most times, they're not going to be able to do it on their own. And that's where you come in, and that's where you show them that if for any reason they feel that they want and need more support, then they need to reach out to you. They need to contact you so that you can explain the program a little better and have a conversation to see if the program is actually a good fit for them, because they might have other things going on and the course may not be a good fit for them, or your coaching program may not be a good fit for them, depending on their particular situation. So you want to have that conversation. So there, don't be afraid to give away your best content. Tell them what it is they need to do, because trust me, it's already out there. It's already on the internet. It's already been written in library books. Okay. And by the way, if you have any questions about webinars or just coaching in general, please, please, please be sure to join my Facebook group community, Webinar Hustling Entrepreneurs. And you can post your questions there. And I may do a Facebook Live and answer your question. I may answer your question directly, or I may do what I'm doing now and make a podcast episode about it. But your question will be answered. And if I do answer it in a Facebook Live or a podcast, I will be sure to make sure that you get the link and access to your answers. Okay. All right. And I'll also provide the link in the show notes so you can join that group. Awesome. All right. So question number 2. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to save question number 2 for another episode. Now, that question was, should I do live webinars or automated webinars? So be tuned for a future episode where I talk about live versus automated. And the only reason I'm not going to answer it now is because it took me a while just to get all my thoughts out on this other question. And my episodes tend to be around 20 to 25 minutes long. And we're already hitting that mark. So tune in for a future episode where I'm going to answer live webinars, or should I do automated webinars? Okay, awesome and fantastic. So if you're thinking about creating your webinar fairly soon, I want you to check out my freebie, How to Create a Hot and Profitable Webinar Topic, at www.aprilreed.com/webinar topic. And it's going to go through the steps you need to take to come up with a hot and irresistible topic, and to ensure that it is a lucrative one. Okay. It's actually a checklist, and you're going to enjoy it and you're going to love it. And if you've already downloaded this webinar topic, maybe a few months ago, I've updated the freebie. So be sure to re-opt in so you can get the new How to Create a Hot and Profitable Webinar Topic. Yeah. Yes. And as always, if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Come to my blog and post your questions there. I would love to hear them. I would love to get examples on what future shows you want to hear about, answer your questions or whatnot. So that is great. All right. This has been fun. You can find the show notes at www.aprilreed.com/20. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to the show. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't done so, subscribe on iTunes, and you can also find me on Instagram at April Reed. That's APRILLEREED. Talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast at www.aprilreed.com.